like my crazy looking Christmas tree? Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about what's on my lips because I rarely wear lipstick. So, let me tell you what's on my lips, girlfriend. I have two things here. I have my NYX lip liner in the color Plum 812 right here. And then I have the Milani lipstick in the color Sangria number 21 right here. Whoop. So, I know that I've been slacking and lacking in MIA on my Q&A because I think the last one I did was September, I think. And I didn't do October and I didn't do November. And now we're in the month of December. But I always had the printout of it. And I just never got a chance to do it. And I'm trying to do this now before I wake up Mamacita because she doesn't let me film anything. Okay, so let's get into the questions. So this is going to be like October, November Q&A. And I know you're like, oh my gosh, in October? I know. Okay, so I'm going to try to answer as many of these questions. I think I can answer all of them because it's just this. And I made the font really, really big so I could read it really good because, you know, I'm blind like a bat. So the first question comes from sweet_Virgo85. And this person says, I recently did a big trim of about 2 inches to get rid of my thin ends. I love how thick your hair is from root to end, which brings me to my question. How do I keep my ends as thick as they grow back out? Okay, this is the #1 main answer that I can give you, and that is lay off the heat. And what I mean is lay off of the heat styling, like that's like flat irons, curling wands, anything that's taking a tool and pressing heat against your hair, you want to lay off that. If you can go a long time without it, oh, that's perfect. But if you're like, no, I need to straighten my hair, then lessen it. Please do not straighten your hair every single day. This is what I recommend. I recommend that, let's say that you do your hair for your work week. And some people do their hair, they pamper themselves with their hair care regimen on either a Saturday night or like a Sunday afternoon. So whichever day you do, let's just say Sunday afternoon. So you do Sunday afternoon, you wash your hair, condition it, all that stuff, good stuff, and then you straighten it or you curl it, whatever you do. Let that be the only time you put heat on your hair. Take your curling iron or your flat iron and put it away and see how long that straight style can last. Let's say it lasts only to maybe like Wednesday or Thursday. Well then, if it only lasted that long, pull it up in a bun for the rest of the week. And then Sunday, you do it all over again. So if you think about it, if you do that routine, that means you only put heat on your hair one time that entire week, as opposed to flat iron it. Then you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, I gotta bump this piece. It's not laying right. So then you flat iron that piece. Because if you notice, when we have to re-flatten our hair when we wake up the next morning, we're mainly flat ironing the ends. And that's the part that's gonna get damaged and fall off and hit the ground. So you gotta be like, round. No, I'm just playing. No, but you have to lay off the heat. And always deep condition your hair. Make sure it's moisturized and looking good. Some girls don't like to put no moisturizer in their hair because they want their hair to keep flowing. Well, it's gonna flow right away. And the next person is K_Wright. That's the girl that wrote that book, that Messy Marvin book. Hey, girlfriend. If you have not seen that that review, I will link it down below. That book is amazing, girlfriend. And it is K. Rice, and she had a question. And she says, I know you're a foster mom, but do you want to have kids of your own too? And if so, how many? So, when I was little, I've always wanted 2 girls. And I guess because you kind of go by what you're used to and what you're brought up around, because it was my mom and then it was me and my sister. So it was a mother and 2 girls. So that's what I always wanted, was a mother and 2 girls. So, you know, so, but when I got a little bit older, I want to say when I became a late teenager in my early 20s, I said that I wanted to adopt. And so I was toggling back and forth with adopting 2 girls or adopting 1 girl and having 1 girl biologically. But I always in the back of my mind stayed with adoption. Then I got married, and then the adoption flew out the window because he really wasn't into adoption or whatever. Not that he wasn't into it. See, he's a paraplegic, so he's paralyzed, and I guess he wanted to prove something to himself that I can make a child. I guess he didn't want to adopt because adopting is him in some kind of way admitting that he can't make children, which is stupid. That's not true. I guess he was so gung-ho on making a child. I don't want to adopt, I want to make one. So, you know, to keep peace in the home, you kind of do what your spouse wants, you know? You come to an agreement. And I feel like if one spouse doesn't agree with adoption, then you shouldn't do it at all, because you're bringing a child into this home and you want them to be wanted by both parents, you know? So then I let that mindset go of adoption. And then when I got a divorce and I moved back up to Connecticut, the adoption just hit me in my head like, like really, really bad. Like it was in my head and on my heart really, really bad. I shouldn't say bad, because bad is not a good word to express something that you really want to do that's a positive thing. So it was really heavy and really embedded in my heart. So I went through that process in 2010 and I became a foster parent. I've had 6 children. Well, the one in there that's still sleeping, that's loud as can get, she is my 6th child. And as I've seen other people's relationships and as I've been in relationships, I really honestly, because I want to be really honest with you guys, I don't want biological children anymore. And I know you're like, oh, I just don't. I want to give a home to a needing child that needs a home. And then also, you gotta find a mate to make a child with, you know, girlfriend? And like, yeah, you can go to your sperm bank and you can go get a friend to donate some sperm to you, but that costs a lot of money, you know? So I'm either going to adopt or I just won't have any children at all. But having biological children has been crossed off my list. I do not see that happening. Now, if I'm in a relationship and we get married and it's like, I don't call babies oops and uh-ohs, I call like surprise, then I'm not gonna be like, I said I was never gonna have a biological child, we have to get rid of this kid. No, I do not believe in abortions. If you had an abortion before, that is entirely up to you. But me personally, I don't believe in it, so I would never do that. But I'm not planning on having biological children because there's so many other children in this world that need homes, you know? That's how I look at it. So you won't be seeing any pregnancy vlogs from this girlfriend. The next person is Shy523. Have you tried Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor line? And if yes, how did you like it? And also, how often do you trim your ends? I've never tried the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil. I guess I could try and let you guys know how it is, but I haven't tried that before. I tried the regular Jamaican Black Castor Oil from, I think it's called Tropical Isles or something like that, Tropical Island. I'll see if I can link it down below because I got it from Amazon a long time ago. I'll link it down below so you can see it, or I'll put a picture up like right here, girlfriend, so you can see it. But yeah, that's what I tried. And then how often do I trim my ends? I trim my ends on every relaxer. And so that is February, June, October. I relax my hair 3 times a year. I relax it in the dead of winter, like February. I relax it in October on my birthday, so that's fall. And then I relax it, I keep saying October before I say June. Then I relax it in June, like in the beginning of summertime. So I relax it 3 times a year, and that's when I trim my ends. Do you still use Garden of Eden relaxer? I've been using it and I love it. Actually, I cannot find that relaxer anywhere. And then when I do find it, it's only A, because you know it's like broken out to A and B instead of mild and super, or like mild and regular and super. But I only can find A if I can find it. And other than that, I can't find it at all. So I still use my all the other products. I actually use it on Mamacita. I use the conditioning spray. It's made with coconut oil, olive oil. It's all natural, so there's no chemicals in there. It's just a conditioning spray. And it is amazing. She loves it. And she knows that it's hers because one day I picked it up and I sprayed it in my hair because, you know, it's mine, you know. And she looked at me like, why are you touching my stuff? And I'm like, oh, excuse me, round. I guess I can't use it no more because she took it from me. The next person is Sugar Peach, and she says, hiya, how do you juggle your life stuff? baby, so adorable. Work, relationships, in parentheses, Mr. Oats, home, and then in parentheses, your home looks so tidy. YouTube, I love your channel, and you stay so upbeat too. Well, well, with my, let's take it in order. The little one, she's a handful. You basically got to either carry her around, which I refuse to do that because that's just going to make a spoiled kid. But I try to do things to keep her entertained. But as far as like cooking, I found out cooking around her, I have to put her in her high chair and she has to be like, maybe like 4 feet away from the stove, but like within view of me. And she just goes, she sees me cooking, and I'm like, good job, you said right there. Or I give her like a little snacks or something, or I give her some bread, or I'll cut up apples and give it to her. That keeps her occupied while I could cook, because cooking was stressful when she first came because she would not let me do anything. She would stand by me while I was at the stove with her arms up screaming. And then cleaning, I gotta do that when she sleeps. She does not let me clean whatsoever. That's not even an option. I clean while she sleeps, or I'll get her early, like half an hour early and clean, or an hour early and clean. And what I do, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I broke my house up into 5 parts. I have my bedroom / my walk-in closet. If you've never seen my walk-in closet, you can look on my blog channel because I show it, you know, girlfriend. So I break it down into my room and my walk-in closet. I just combine those because they're in the same room. Then I break it down to Mamacita's room. That's the second one. Then I break it down to my living room. Then I break the 4th one down into my kitchen and the 5th one to my bathroom. So if you look at it, there's 5 sections and there's 5 days in a work week. Each day I take a room. So my Monday days is my room and my closet. So on Monday, whether it's Monday morning or Monday night, I tackle that room. Then on Tuesday, I tackle Mamacita's room. Really, her room is just so easy to clean because she's never in there. She doesn't like going to her room unless it's time to go to sleep. She's scared that if she goes in there, she's going to go to sleep. So her room is really easy. She plays in the living room, so it's not like I have too much to clean. So sometimes if I made a really big mess in my closet, I'll clean my room on Monday, and then I'll clean her room really quickly, and then if I have some more time, go back in my closet and finish cleaning up in my closet. Then on Wednesday is my living room, and I usually do that when she's still at school. I call her daycare school, because on Wednesdays I get out of work early. I get out like 3 or 4 hours earlier than I normally would any day, and I leave her at school. And I come home and I clean, or I'll edit a video if I can, or I will do errands. I'll either do laundry or I'll go to the grocery store. So I have that 3 or 4 hours without her that I can get a lot done. So I do my living room on Wednesday. Then my kitchen, I clean my kitchen on Thursday. Now, I don't like leave it like nasty. Like if I cook something for dinner, I'm going to wash the dishes. But I mean like wiping down counters, wiping down the stove, or cleaning the oven, or mopping the floor. You know, like cleaning, not straightening up. Like I clean on Thursdays in my kitchen. And then on Fridays, I clean my bathroom. And so Saturday and Sunday, I try not to clean on the weekends because that's resting. You don't want to spend your whole day cleaning because I can get into it and I can clean for hours. One time I cleaned for 9 hours, one time nonstop. This was before she came. I think it was like springtime before she came. I just was going. Next time I looked up at the clock, it was like a whole work shift. It's like, what? I ain't doing this no more. So then I had to break the days up. I cannot stand saving the entire house to clean on a weekend because you ain't relaxing. You got other things to do, or you just want to relax, just want to enjoy your time because you only got 2 days before you got to go back to work on Monday. You know, bam. I watched this girl, Anna Saccone Jolie, I believe. I haven't watched her videos in a long time, but I'll link her down below. I saw one of her videos on how she broke it up like that. She said she takes a room a day, and I was like, genius. So you could do that. You could break it down and tackle a room a day, and that's how you keep it clean. The next one, that was a long answer, but the next one is work. Well, I only go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I leave work at work and don't bring it home. And relationships, Mr. Oats. And let's see. I don't know if you've all figured it out by now, or if you read a comment, because I did. No, you probably wouldn't have read it on this channel. You would have saw it on the vlog channel if you followed my vlogs. but which I still have vlogs up that I have to do. There's still a vlog from like November 11th that I haven't edited and put it up. That's why I can't do Vlogmas. But number one, my life is not that extravagant to do that. You guys will get bored really quickly because you'll be seeing the same thing over and over again. And I don't have time to edit like that. Well, I do have the time, but I also want to sleep so I can be functional the next day. I can stay up all night, but that's stupid when you have to go to work outside your home and you have a child to take care of. So I can't do that. But back to the question. If you saw my vlog channel, someone asked me in the comments, they said, I don't see Mr. Honey Bunches of Oats anymore. What happened? What happened? And I'm honest, I tell you guys everything within reason, you know. We're no longer together. Yeah, and how can I word this? I know you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, what happened? Because it's normal for people to be asking that. That's understandable. There was no cheating on anybody's side. I know there was no cheating on my side, and I would hope to think there was no cheating on his side, but you can't control people. People do what they want to do. Oh well, too bad. It was more like our lives were going in a different direction. And you ever been friends with somebody and then you try a relationship and you see, we were better off as friends? And I know people say, well, that makes no sense. How can you, if you're friends with them, you really should be able to be in a relationship. No, not with me. If you're younger or if your mindset's a little different than mine. But me personally, if I'm your friend, if we're friends, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't care. But if we're in a relationship, I think of us differently. And there's things that I will put up with and there's things that I will not put up with. And there's things that I feel that you should be growing as a person. And if you're stagnant, you're not going to hold me down like quicksand or like I stepped my foot in cement. That's not going to happen. And I honestly feel like okay, let me rewind. I go by people's actions and not by people's words, because words is just words and actions will tell the story to a blind person, or I'm not to a blind, to a deaf person. So I go by your actions. I can't, if I was deaf, I wouldn't be able to hear your words. Yeah, I can read your lips. Yeah, but if you cover your mouth, I can't see it. I go by your actions. So I treat myself, when a man tells me this and that and that and that, I treat myself as deaf. I say, I don't want to hear the words, I want to see them. So everything was fine or whatever, but we had a long talk coming back from Florida, because Mamacita came 1 week after we came back from Florida, and I asked him along the lines of, are you supported? Because I just had this weird feeling, like my mom had this feeling that a little one was coming soon, and my mom's real good at that. She's like, I can feel it, a kid is coming. You know, like when your mom can tell you're pregnant? My mom, well, me getting a call from DCF was my pregnancy. So my mom can feel when I'm pregnant. And she's right every single time. She's like, I feel a kid is coming this month. And then bam, they come this month. So my mom, when we were on our way to Florida, my mom said, I got this feeling that a kid is coming, like July 1st or something. I got this weird feeling. She came on June 30th. So she came the day before July 1st. My mom is like weird how she has this like, she's like in tune with me. But I told my mom, I told Corey, I said, my mom has a strange feeling that a little one is coming and I need to know. I'm talking serious now because we joked all the time. And I said, I'm being serious now. Are you really, truly supportive of me being a foster parent? Because when we were friends, we've been friends since 2009. Yeah, 2009 we've been friends. And you know, when you're friends with somebody, they're not in your face every day. I see you, you see me, we catch up here and there. Well, I'm like, I haven't talked to you in a long time, how you doing? So we were dipping in and out of each other's lives while I was a foster parent to the other kids, so he was never really around, like actively around when I had the other foster children. But if you're my boyfriend, you're going to be actively around while I'm a foster parent. And I had to make sure that you are on board and you're serious about this, because this is a passion of mine, and you have children, he has children, and I am 100% supportive of him and his children. So when I have children, I would hope you do the same thing for me. And he said up and down that he was. So then Mamacita came a week later, and I just felt this weird feeling that he was supportive but struggling with it. I don't know if it was because he wanted us to have children together, and he sees that I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm going over here and have children. without you, things like that. But we're not married. I only brought him around Mama Sita 3 times. And when I start feeling the weirdness, you're not coming around her like that. You need to protect your children from a guy. And I know you guys are going to be like, well, he was there first before her. You're right. He was there first before, but he wasn't my husband. He wasn't my fiance. So I don't owe it to you to put you above my child. And that's point blank. So you're either going to be on board with what I'm doing, because technically I was a parent before we got into this relationship. Even though I didn't have a child actively in this home, I was still a parent. I was a foster parent. I could have got a call anytime, and you knew what you were walking into. That's just like me knowing that he has children and then getting mad because he has children and he can't come around me today because he has to take his son to school, or he has to or his daughter came into town and he's spending time with his daughter. Then I'm getting copping attitudes. I knew what I was getting into. So you have to know what you're getting into, and don't pretend just so you can get in the relationship, and when you're in the relationship you start acting all funny. No, can't get between me and my kids. It don't work that way. Another thing is that I'm a very positive person. I'm not goofy and bouncing off the walls like I'm high on sugar. I don't act like that. But whenever something negative comes into my life, I will sit down, really think, and try to find the positiveness out of it. Even if it's something, even if it's like a crumb. You have an entire plate of negativity. If I can find one crumb, one handful, one spoonful, one biteful out of that entire plate of something positive, then I can work off that. And I can keep going and keep moving forward. There's no such thing as having a completely negative life. There's something positive in it. And the number one positive thing is you woke up today. If your life was that bad, it would have ended last night. You woke up today, so there's a reason for you to live and to see another day. I tried so hard to make him positive. And I know nobody's going to be exactly like me. I know people are not going to be giggling and laughing around all day. I don't expect that. But I expect you to at least work with me. When I tell you, talk with me, I'm here for you, do you need help? And then you just be like, my life sucks, it's going bad, I hate this, I hate my life, blah, blah, blah. And you constantly, when I tell you stop saying that, when I say don't say it out loud, first you have to program yourself to not say it out loud. Then you have to program yourself to not think it. But I can't expect you to say, stop thinking it and stop saying it. I can't, and you gotta take baby steps. And the first step is to stop speaking negativity. Then the next step is stop thinking it. And then your day will get better. When I told him to stop speaking it, he would say it louder. And I'm like, you're being funny. Like, stop doing that. And then you wonder why your life is not going right. It was just negativity all the time, like all the time. Then there were times where he would disappear and I didn't know where he was. I didn't know if he had died or if he got sick. Finally found him. He was just in his own space, not talking to nobody. He tuned everybody out. I'm like, so you're gonna tune me out? And then I sat down and I thought to myself, I said, you know what? I'm a mother. I gotta keep my mind right. I cannot be stressed out over no man. We only been dating for short months. It wasn't even a year. We started dating in January. We ended this in like, October, November. Yeah, it was around like October-ish. And I'm like, I have to focus on that little girl in there. And that's what I need to focus on. Our relationship is stronger than our relationship with Corey. Do I hate Corey? No, I don't hate him at all. If he called me today and said he needs me to pray for him or he needs somebody to talk to, I'm here. But if he called me saying I want to get back with you, that's where it stops. That's not happening. No, I'm just rambling on and on, but I want to be open with you guys, and I don't want to pretend. If I show a man in my videos, I don't want him to disappear and expect y'all to be like, don't ask me no questions about it. So if I'm showing somebody in my video, when they're not around anymore, I'm going to give you the respect and tell you. I don't want to say too much about his business because there are things I'm like, that's why I keep looking around because I'm trying to hold back certain things that is not my place to tell. I need to look out for me and my well-being, my mind frame, and also I felt like when you guys know I want to move to Nevada, and I felt like he was just following me there, trying to run from his Connecticut problems, and I'm like, you cannot run from problems if your problems are in you. So in order to run from your problems, they cannot be in you. You're taking them with you. So how are you running away from something that you're taking with you? Do not follow me halfway across the country and make my life miserable, because that's not happening. Yeah, stressful. I kept thinking about how I was going to tell you guys. There were times when I thought about it and I started crying, and I was like, I'm not going to cry in a video looking all crazy. I cried in a video before and I took that video down. That was a long time ago. That was on my vlog channel. It was about my foster children. Kim ain't crying right now. And then the next one is, how do you stay so upbeat? I stay so upbeat because I say that I'm not going to let anything hold me down. I feel like, yeah, this day, I feel like, yeah, I had a bad day, but it can't take away my smile. Even I'm just going to smile just to smile. I don't care. I'm going to smile. You can't take away my day. I mean, my joy. So that's just how I feel. I'm always upbeat. And if I am not upbeat, I stay quiet. I say to myself, I don't post YouTube videos looking crazy and feeling like I don't want to be on camera. But I try to be positive. Everybody that comes in contact with me say I'm always happy and always smiling. And people love calling my doctor's office because they say that I am one of the only, that they've come in contact, the only front person in a doctor's office that's not pissed off and negative. You ever called like a doctor's office or went to the doctor's office and they're mean and cold? It's like, oh, get the heck out of here. They say I'm always smiling, always cheerful, because I feel like if I am having a bad day, I'm going to lift somebody else's day up. So at least somebody going to walk out of this day with a good day. Enough about relationships and all that nonsense. The next one is, why do you use a t-shirt to dry your hair? And I use a t-shirt to dry my hair because it does not rough up my ends, and it does not give me split ends. It keeps the cuticle nice and smooth, and it doesn't take out too much water. I feel it takes out the surface water of my hair. I feel when I use a towel, it sucks off the surface water, and then I feel like it's taking out the water that's inside of the hair shaft. I can't be doing that. So I would, if I was real adventurous, I would dry my hair with a towel on one side and then use a shirt on the other side. I do not want to damage one side of my hair. I haven't used a towel in a long time. But my thing is, try it. If you've never tried it before, just give it a try one time. It'll change your life. How do you deal with bio moms when your babies get to visit them? Have you ever gotten jealous? Oh, and I'm sorry, wait. The person that asked that other question was Tashia Glow. That's the one that asked about the t-shirt. And the next one is _ Ashley. That's how she said. That's cute. It says, how do you deal with bio moms when your babies go to visit them? Do you get jealous? I don't get jealous because I have them all the time. The thing that I worry about is the parents getting jealous and they get mad at me. But with Mamacita, she visits her mom 1 day a week, and she visits her for an hour a week. And I'm not around. I'm at work when that happens because they pick her up from school. She goes see her mom, and she plays with her mom, and then she comes back to school, and she stays at school until I go pick her up. So I'm never around when they're with their parents. And well, I was around. I'm never around with their visits, but I was around with one parent when we went to the doctor's office, and I wasn't jealous at all. I think she was jealous, so she scooped the kids up so I couldn't hold them. But no, I don't get jealous at all because I have them all the time. So it's not like it's a shared thing, and I have them all the time. I have them every day. I think some people look at it like I'm a babysitter, or look at it like it's like a, you know, like when you have a husband and a wife, or a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they're not together anymore, should they share custody over their children? So a few days a week they're at mom's house, a few days a week they're at dad's house. It's not like that here. It's every day of the week they're with me, and they go on daily visits or like weekly visits to see their parents. But I never got jealous. That never even crossed my mind. Never get jealous about that. DZH95. Why can't you show the baby's face on the vlogs? We would love to see her. Well, I've never been told this, and they never told us this in class, but I've read it online, and I've heard different stories. You're not supposed to show foster kids because you don't get the consent from the parent. I guess if you can get the consent from the parent, you can do whatever you want. I've heard stories where you can show their faces, but you can't say their name. Or you can show their face, but you can't say that they're a foster kid. And it's kind of hard in YouTube land, because if I show her face, if I don't say she's a foster kid, and if I don't say her name, you're going to be like, who's this little kid that's always following you around? So I'm going to have to explain it. So my best thing is to not show her at all. I do show her little hands, her feet. I show her little mouth. So I show the back of her head. I show her little outfits. I do things like that. But as far as showing her entirely, no, I did it with another child that I had. Never had any problems, didn't get in trouble or anything, but I'm hearing whispers all over the place where you're not supposed to do that. So to keep it clear, to keep it good, to have no type of doubt. When in doubt, leave it out. Yeah, but to answer your question, I just don't want to show her face. I don't want to mess up anything. I don't want something to come back and haunt me and say, well, you showed her face on YouTube, so you're not adopting her. Stuff like that. So I'm trying to make it as clean as possible. Everything right. Okay. Uniquely_V. Have you thought about doing some sort of meet and greet, possibly at an event like IMAX or something similar? And I have thought about that. I have thought about doing it in the New York one. Now that I have Mamacita, I'm not going to go to California again because I went to California in the beginning of the year. So I am going to think about doing the one in New York. I don't have it set in stone. I think about it and all that stuff. If I do it, and if Mamacita is not adopted by me, but if she's still with me, I may not bring her. Although I know you guys would love to meet her, I don't want people taking pictures of her and posting it up. So, and some people be like, she doesn't show up, but I took a picture of her. This is what she looked like, y'all. Things like that. So she probably would come to New York, but she probably would stay like in a hotel with my mom or something like that. But I'm thinking about it. It's not set in stone. I'm thinking. Is Latoya_hot_stuff. Get it, girl. What's your favorite holiday season, and what are your plans for 2004 holiday season? My favorite season is my birthday. Psych, no. But Christmas. I like Christmas because I love to buy gifts for other people, and I love to see the reaction when they open it. And I spoil Mamacita. I need to stop. I already bought a whole bunch of presents. They're hiding in my closet. My mom bought a whole bunch of stuff. She got some stuff downstairs in her closet hiding. And I cannot wait for her to open her presents and see them. And then also, we're going to go over to my aunt's house. We did that on Thanksgiving, and we're going to do it on Christmas and go over to my aunt's house and have a great old time. She lives not too far from us. She lives in the same town, like down the street. It's wonderful. So I cannot wait. And then also, I bought Mamacita's mother a gift. And I put that it's from her. And it's a necklace. It's really pretty. I may show you guys in a vlog, but then I have to hold her finger, not hold her finger, hold my finger over Mamacita's name because I got it from Things Remembered, so they engraved her name on it. So I did that. And I think she's going to give that to her mom on Christmas Eve. Yeah. And the last question is, I heart Mala. Can you do a what's in my purse video? Well, girlfriend, I have 2 of them. I will link them down below. The last one I did probably was almost a year ago. Or maybe it is a year ago, something like that. Nothing has really changed. I may do an updated one, but as for now, I have 2 that you can watch, that you can enjoy. And yeah. No, oh wait, hold on. There was one more question. I wrote it on this little piece of paper. And I get it all the time, and I keep forgetting to add it in because I've been holding this paper like for months. And the number 1 question of the day is, what song is the intro and where do you get your music from? Now, you know you can't be putting like Beyonce and like Nicki Minaj up in your videos because they are owned by them. And you may see some big YouTubers that got like people's music. How are they able to do it? How are they able to do it? You don't know what deals they got. They may have a deal that they can put that person's music in their videos because they got like millions of subscribers. You don't know. When you have millions of subscribers, you can do things. Just like celebrities, they got millions of dollars. They can do things that we can't do. So people with millions and zillions of subscribers can do things that we can't do. But for the average everyday person, I get my music from Moody Groove. You do have to pay for it, but it is royalty free. There's a girl on YouTube. Her and her husband are the ones who created the music. She does beauty videos and her husband does the music. And I will link her channel down below. And it's moodygroove.com. I'll link everything down below. The intro song that I use is called Bounce. You know, bounce like a ball. It's called Bounce. And then my outro song is called Free, like freedom, free. And I use a part of that. And there's so many different, all the instrumental that you hear on my channel, it's from Moody Groove. I believe the songs are like $1 and something. It's between $1 and $2. So it's either like $129, $149, or $199. It's something like that. It's no more than $2. Or you can buy a bundle package for like $14 or $20. And I thought about buying bundle packages, but there's some songs in that bundle, like that album, that I don't like. So I just buy each single. And you can go on moodygroove.com, you gotta buy the music, download it, and use it in your video. Right now, and I like it because it's like groove, you know, Moody Groove. That was the #1 question. I always keep forgetting to put it in my channel. But I always put it at the end of my videos. If you watch the very end of my videos, it says music by Moody Groove. Oh, that's another thing. You have to mention it in your videos or in your description box where it's from, because you know it's advertisement. That's like the agreement, so they can for them to allow you to play the music in your video. But that is all. Let me stop rambling. I know this video is like an hour long, but you gotta think of it this way. This is October and November, so if each video was 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that's 40 minutes to an hour. So if this is an hour video, it kind of like, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. I know everybody in the comments gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry you broke a honey bunches of those. Don't you worry. I'm completely fine. I'll see you guys next time. Gotta go to work. Gotta turn off all these lights in this Christmas tree. See you later. Bye. Toodaloo.